You guys sound like me when I left the lawyer's office when the divorce went final. This is my first. It's my first time publicly I'm allowed to announce the divorce is final. So now I can kind of talk about everything, you know? Because before I had to be very careful. My lawyer would always be like, you know, Gary, I don't want you saying that. I don't want you saying that. I was like, all right, I'll fall back. But now I can really talk about everything, you know, because it's funny. Like, I remember when my divorce hit TMZ and everybody thinks you're supposed to be depressed and everything. Then the next morning I woke up, I go to Instagram, man, my DMs was popping. But I didn't have a bunch of Instagram models hit me up. I had a bunch of fucking aunties. Everybody hit me up. You looking for a cougar? You single now, you looking for a cougar? I'm like, I'm in my 40s. That means a cougar's pushing 70. What the fuck am I doing with that? Just shows up at the hotel, how you doing? Do with me what you will. I can't get pregnant no more. What the hell? Saying weird shit in the bedroom? Oh my God, Gary. You remind me of my first husband, God rest his soul. What the fuck? I think, here's the thing about, the funny thing being a public figure and having your divorce play out on social media. It's funny because I think when you don't know somebody, but you follow them on social media, I think the two things that always catches your eye, especially me, is one, a divorce. You wonder what happened, what went wrong. The other one that gets me is like when somebody dies unexpectedly and you see this random rest in peace post, but they don't say how they died. And that's really all you want to know. And they'll be like, we need prayers for the family. And you'll be like, but how'd he die though? So you start reading all the comments, nobody's saying shit, just a bunch of prayer hands. You start Googling the name, nothing pops up. And then one person will step up and make the comment we all wanted to make. They'll actually type it out. Well, what happened? And they get killed. Motherfucker, you can't say that shit. That's disrespectful to the family. I'm like, well, that's what the fuck we all want to know. 'Cause let me tell you something. If you gonna get on social media and ask me to pray for somebody because they died, I got to know how they died. Because my prayers are different depending on your death. I don't have one prayer that covers all the death. Like, okay, like, so if you in a car accident, that's an accident. That's not your fault. You get 100% of my prayers. Lord, I'm not gonna question your timing. I'm just gonna miss my friend. Tell him to hi to my grandpa, amen. Now you out there robbing motherfuckers, and you robbed the wrong motherfucker, and you got, that's a different type of prayer. You don't get the car accident prayer, you get the robbing motherfucker prayer. Lord, I understand that my friend took that free will a little too far. If you let him into heaven, be careful, he steals a lot, okay? He stole a hoodie out of my locker in 7th grade. He stole my lunch money in 8th grade. He's a thief, Lord. So one day, if you look up at the pearly gates and you're missing the pearly, he's probably got it. All right, amen-ish. Thing about it is, like, I'm not a bitter divorcee, you know? I still like seeing happy couples at my show, you know? I like seeing guys and girls out with their husband, wives, boyfriend, girlfriends, because if comedians, we do our job, you leave the show, you're in a good mood, and fellas, you get to go home and spoon, and grab a titty, and try to stick something in. That's a great night. That's just not where I'm at in my life right now. Like when this show's over, I'm going back to my hotel, logging on to tastyblacks.com and calling it a night. That's a real website. You guys should check it out. I've probably been on a little too much lately because if you type in Gary, all lowercase, you get 10% off for the premium content. So, something I'm doing for my fans. But it's, you know, that's a good page. I got a lot of good categories. I like to go to the interracial page. I like to put myself in the scenes, you know, because I'm not going to watch black on black porn. For what? I'm not in that movie. You know, some of these adult films now. Like when I was growing up, a porn, you knew it. It was a DVD, VHS tape, threw it in, and boom. And you knew what it was. The acting was bad, the lighting was bad, the bodies was bad. Now, a lot of these websites, you get enough views, they run ads on them. I was on Tasty Blacks one night, and I was ready to go. Just getting ready for my show, so I wanted to pregame, so I lowered the blackout curtains, double locked the door, had the lotion out, I had the laptop over here so no one would get on it. I pressed play. And then it was like, I felt like I was watching an ad. I didn't know I was watching the adult film. Because it was this lady, this realtor, showing this guy around the house. And I was like, why would they show this before the movie? I'm trying to stay up, like, come on. Because they were asking real questions. The realtor was taking the guy around the house. We do have a 30-year mortgage, no money down. We do have an HOA. And then they went upstairs. Oh my God. They went upstairs and the real estate agent just dropped to her knees. Started sucking the guy off. I was like, man, she's really trying to get that commission. Like it was so real, like for about 6 months, every city I went to, I would go house hunting, thinking it might pop off. Never did. Thought I'd get that one real estate agent having a bad run. Just look at him and so Gary, tell me, what we got to do to get you in this house? What you trying to do to get me in this house? So, I haven't given up though. I'm gonna go look at a house tomorrow in Dublin, and then go where the money is. When COVID hit, I read on the internet, they's like, divorce rates are gonna go up. And I was like, no, we good, we solid. But you gotta realize, I'm a comedian. My whole marriage, I was gone every weekend. COVID hits, I'm home 4 months straight. I started looking around the house like, hey, this ain't what I thought it was, And then my dog picked up on it first. When you got a good dog, dogs know shit ain't right in the house. Because when COVID hit, I take my dog on a walk, normal walks, Wake up at 7 a.m., walk my dog till 7:30, we back at the house. Then it hit me, wait a minute, this is the only time I'm by myself all day. So the walks start getting longer and longer. We leave at 7 a.m., come home at noon. My dog started looking at me like, you going through something? You gotta talk to her, Gary, I can't walk this long, I'm a Yorkie. You gotta get a bigger dog with bigger legs. And Yorkies are little, they think they big though. They don't know they little. Mine wasn't, my Yorkie was little and knew it was little and acted accordingly. We got about 2 months into COVID, she got sick of them 5-hour hikes. My dog changed, she started getting angry, started barking at everybody. And her barks started to sound like help. Just, help! Help! You can talk, my dog can talk. Then one day my dog just quit walking. I ain't never seen a dog quit. She just stopped, fuck it, no, I'm done. I picked her up, walked her back to the house. Next morning I woke up, I thought it was a one-day strike. I was like, come on, Olive, time to go for a walk, 7 a.m. Swear to God, I saw my dog shake her head no. Then she started backing up to the back of her cage, like, where's she going? I looked down at her, she was looking back at me like one of them abused dogs in those 1-800 commercials. Swear I heard Sarah McLachlan in the background. I was like, come on, Olive. In the arms of the angel, will you find? It's funny too, like people always ask you too, like, if you could go redo anything in your marriage, would you do something different? I was like, There's certain days I like to relive, for sure. I remember one day, there's a couple days. One big one though, I like to relive this day over because one time I was flying with my ex and I got upgraded and she didn't. And I got the email like 3 days prior. I just didn't say shit till we got to the gate. Because I remember I walked up, I looked at it, I said, oh my God, look, I just got upgraded. She's like, what? I was like, can I go sit in the front? I remember she just looked at me. She was like, take your ass to the front, see what the fuck happens. I remember in that very moment, I was thinking to myself, kind of wish I was married to a white woman right now. Because in my brain, my white wives would have said, Gary, you work so hard for this family. You have given us a beautiful home. I drive a beautiful car, fully paid for. Our kids are in private school. You deserve that first class. So you go spread out. You too tall to be back here in the back. You've earned it. You go spread out. But that's not what I got. I got take your ass to the front. See what the fuck happens. Let me tell you something. If I would have known that day that my marriage is gonna end in an ugly ass public divorce, I would have taken my ass to the front that day. It's such a weird thing I look back on it, I go, why the fuck was I so scared? Like, what the fuck was she gonna do? We were at the airport. I can't explain it. It's some kind of a black woman energy. I don't know what it is, but it's scary. And you gotta be in it to know what I'm talking about. I don't know what white, Latino, or Asian women energy is. I don't know, but I know what a black woman energy is, and it's scary. Because I remember sitting there at the airport, I started looking around like, is some of her cousins here? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, if I sit in the front, they're gonna pick me up in the back, homie. What the fuck you doing? Because I look back on it, she wasn't loud. She didn't make a scene. She said it real subtle. Take your ass to the front. See what the fuck happens. I can't explain it, man. But I realized if I was gonna redo that day, I would have had to match her black woman energy with my own black woman energy. I couldn't match her with white man energy. That ain't gonna work. I've tried that. It never worked. So if I could relive that day, I have to match her energy with my own black woman energy. So the minute she said, take your ass to the front, see what the fuck happens, I would have came back at her. Well, I'm gonna take my ass to the front. I wanna see what the fuck's gonna happen. Show me what the fuck's gonna happen. I date across that motherfucking curtain. I date across that motherfucking curtain. I didn't say that. I just took my seat in the back. These peanuts are pretty good. Are these planters? Sea salt in these or something. Can't believe I got 14 of them in this tiny bag. I'm full. I think I remember that flight so vividly. It wasn't because that just happened. That was the beginning of the flight. So once I realized I'm not going to the front, I said, well, let's have some fun with it. So she had a middle seat. So I said, look, you board before me. I'll be the last person on the plane. When I get on the plane, we'll ask the person in the window of the aisle if they want to switch. But we ain't gonna tell them which coaster first. We just gonna see if they cool. So she boarded. I'm the last on the plane. There was a lady in the window. I went to her first. I said, excuse me, ma'am. You might switch the seats so I can sit next to my wife? She was like, no. Right back to the window. I was like, dang, no discussion. Okay. Young dude in the aisle. Went to him next. Like, excuse me, man. You might switch the seats? He's like, I don't care. He grabbed his little Nike bag. He didn't even ask where my seat was. I gave him my ticket. He got about 3 rows up. He goes, hey, man, this is first. I said, I know, enjoy it. The lady in the window looked over. I said, don't. You said no, remember? No. So now we're about an hour into the flight, and I see that young kid walking back towards our row. We back in the 30s. He's in row 2. I said, why is he walking back here? He was like, hey, Gary, they're giving us lunch. You want anything to eat? I said, no, go eat. He about to give me his food. I was like, dude, I got peanuts. 14 of them, sea salt. So now we land. You know, when you're back in the 30s, it takes you about 15 minutes to deboard. I get off the plane. Guess who was waiting on me still got off the plane? That young kid again to say thank you for letting him ride him first. So now, me and him are walking to the baggage claim together. And we're just sitting there, and he's talking a mile a minute. He's like, oh my God, dude, I've never flown first before. I had lasagna. I had a chocolate chip cookie. He's like, I'm only 19 years old. They thought I was you. I got to drink the whole flight. I said, wait a minute, what the fuck you just say? That's how I realized he was drunk as fuck. He's staggering the baggage claim. His mom was at the carousel. Hey, baby. I said, we got to go. He's fucked up. We got to get out of here. I think the hardest part about divorce, at least for me, my experience, is avoiding a process server. I don't know if anybody's ever had to do that. I don't wish that on nobody, because I didn't really know how important a process server is in a divorce. I didn't realize all that it entailed, because I'll never forget when the quote unquote shit hit the fan. Like, we have been separated for like 2-3 months already, right? And I'll never forget, I was in Naples, Florida. It was a Friday night. I had 2 shows. I get off stage after the first show. I go to my dressing room. I check my phone. And that's when TMZ got a hold of my divorce. And everybody's texting me, calling me, sending me the links. It's TMZ, BET, People, AOL. I was like, AOL? We got a dial-up divorce. Ain't this a bitch? So my lawyer just started blowing me up. And so I finally answered. She goes, Gary, where you at right now? I said, I'm in Naples, Florida. She goes, you got a show tonight? I said, I got 2. I just got on the first one. Second one starts in 30 minutes. She goes, cancel it. I said, I can't cancel the show in 30 minutes notice. She goes, no, Gary, you don't understand. We are worried that a process server is on the way to serve you. I said, what does that mean? So she had explained to me, we got a house in California, we got a house in Ohio. I filed for divorce in Ohio. My ex filed in California. So my lawyer said, Gary, if you get served, chances are your divorce will go down in California. California's a 50-50 state, which means she can get half your money for the rest of your life. I said, say less, this show's over. I canceled that show so goddamn fast. I would say I feel bad for those 400 people that night, but I don't. Fuck them all. I got bigger shit to worry about than hee-hee-ha-ha jokes. My life, motherfucker. When I tell you, I immediately went on the run. Immediately. I canceled all my credit cards. I was Randy Moss, straight cash, homie. I changed my cell phone number. I changed my cell phone carrier, because I'd be watching the first 48. They be catching them killers by pinging their cell phones off them towers. I didn't want a process server pinging my shit. I was sticking and moving all over the country. I was never anywhere for more than like 5-6 days. I was going to really white areas to blend in. Went to Maine, Montana, North and South Dakota. Went to West Virginia, hiked the Appalachian Trail. I was on the run. But after about 8 weeks of being on the run, I said, I got to get back to work. I was going crazy, right? So I called my lawyer, I called my manager. I said, I'm ready to go back to work. They said, Gary, we don't recommend it. I said, I got to get back to work. So the 8 weeks I was on the run, I really tried to educate myself on how not to get served. So in my line of work, the 2 most common places is on stage and at the airport. So when I went back to work, all my shows, I'd be way back here. I was traveling with the undercover security guy, so you wouldn't know. He'd be in the front, you wouldn't even know it. So, and then the airport was the other big one. So what I would do, I would never fly into a city I was performing in. So my first week back to work, I was in Baltimore, Maryland. I flew into Pittsburgh, drove my ass down to Baltimore, and never got on the highway, all back roads. Because let me tell you something, these process servers, they'll get these fake ass cop cars, they'll pull you over, you ain't getting a ticket, you getting papers. So I was back. So at one point, I was so deep in Amish country in Pennsylvania. That's how back roads I was at. Like, I was the only car on the road. It was just a bunch of dudes in horses and carriages. They got these suits on with hats and beards with no mustaches. And you look on the side, they building homes with their bare hands. Like no hammer, just hitting a nail. So I got hungry. At one point I got hungry, I said, I gotta stop and get something to eat. So I stopped at this restaurant called Bob Evans, right? So I sit in this back booth so I can see everybody coming. So I'm eating, but my head's on swivel, like I said. And it's all Amish looking people in the restaurant. And all of a sudden, one black dude walked in. I said, what the fuck he doing here? And the dude made eye contact. He goes, yo, Gary. I said, not today. Not today. He started walking towards me. I'm throwing orange juice, toasted this motherfucker. He chased me all over that goddamn restaurant. I don't know if he was a process server or not. I couldn't risk it. There's probably still some brother in Pennsylvania. Gary's a motherfucking asshole. My bad. If he sees this, my fault, man. It ended up, after about 4.5 months of me avoiding a process server and her avoiding a process server, we finally got her at a Panera Bread in Antioch, California. So shouts out to Panera. And here's the thing, it's all luck in the end. It's all luck. because when you know a process server is trying to serve you and she knows, in the end, I always used to tell myself, how's this gonna play out? And it just ended up being lucky. And because I hired a process server out here in California and she wasn't doing her job. So I had to get this process server in Ohio, and me and her flew from Cincinnati out here to California. So we get off the plane, we go to my old neighborhood, and we just got lucky. We saw my ex pulling out of a grocery store parking lot, and I told the processor, oh, that's her. So we start falling on the highway, and the processor was like, you gotta get in the back seat. She might see you in the rearview mirror. So now I'm in the back seat riding, and we following her. And then she goes, you gotta get the fuck down. She might see you. So now I'm just laying flat. I don't know where the hell we at. And then we finally, all of a sudden we stop, and the lady just looked back. She was like, it's go time. I was like, what the fuck, go time? I'm just trying to give her some papers. This ain't no Jason Bourne shit. So here's how we got lucky. She goes to Panera, and she goes through the drive-thru. So she got stuck. She had a couple cars in front of her, a couple behind her. But here's the thing, you still gotta get her to roll down the window. If she don't roll down the window, she ain't served. That's why I brought this chick from Ohio with me. She knew what she was doing. So she can't go in front of the car or behind the car because she could see her in the rearview mirror. And thank God my ex was riding in a Tahoe. So she was riding up kind of high, Tahoe that I paid for in full. Just want to throw that out there. So then somehow this process server, she got right next to the driver's side door, and she was just beneath the rear view mirror. So the whole time my ex was in the drive-thru Panera, she didn't know a girl was right next to the truck. So every time she would pull up, she would just walk with the car. She finally rolled down her window to place her order. She just stood up. She was like, you're served. I said, oh, we got her. Tell you what I've done since I got divorced. So I started taking gummies. I never did any drugs when I was married, and then I get divorced. I was like, I'm gonna try some shit, you know? Here's the thing about gummies though, like, nobody ever just finds a gummy and starts taking it. Like, somebody has to introduce you to that shit, and you better hope you pick the right friend the first time you do it. Because whoever gives you a gummy the first time you do it, they gonna talk to you like you a CVS pharmacist. Hey, what you think about, Gary? You want a 10 milligram or the 15 milligram? I want the little red bear. I want to try that little red bear. I don't think you want the bear. I want to try the bear. And they always give you all these disclaimers before you take it. All right, Gary, look, I'm gonna give you the bear. Promise me you'll be somewhere stationary when you take it. Because once you eat it, it's gonna be about 30 to 45 minutes before it kicks in, and you don't wanna be in your car driving when that happens, because you don't know how your body's gonna react. That right there should tell you don't do it. You don't know how your body's gonna react? Because I remember first time I ever took a gummy, I went to my boy's house. He had a little packet on the kitchen counter. I go over, I grab the packet. We get in his car. We head to a restaurant. On the way to the restaurant, I ate the bear. We sit out at the restaurant. We order our food. We're talking. It's at that point I looked at my watch. 30 minutes. Nothing. 35. Nothing. 40. Nothing. I looked at my buddy. I said, hey, I think you gave me a drug-free bear. So my dumbass took another one. Whoa, look at all the addicts. A bunch of drug heads here in San Jose. I ain't ever seen a whole motherfucking crowd go, oh! You're like a table here, a table here, not every motherfucker in here. I think the camera guy stopped filming. This motherfucker say too. So, here's the thing though. Here's the thing about taking those bears 40 minutes apart. It don't matter. It don't matter that I took those bears 40 minutes apart. When those two bears met each other in my stomach, they came together and formed a bigger, stronger bear. It's not like one bear came out and 40 minutes later, the other bear came out. No. Same time the bears attack. And when the bears attack, there's nothing you can do. It don't matter how much food you eat. It don't matter how much water you drink. Somebody told me milk. Lies. When the bears attack, the only thing that can help you is time. Because when those two bears attacked me in that restaurant, I felt like I was in the movie Get Out. I was just stuck. I was there, mentally I was there. I just couldn't talk. But I was happy. Those two bears made me happy. Because I remember I was sitting in a restaurant and I was having a full conversation with myself in my brain. I was like, this is crazy. I can't talk. What chance? All these people are at the same restaurant I'm at. I don't know anybody here. God, it came at the same time. And then the waiter finally came over with our food. And my buddy went to the bathroom. And I can't tell the waiter that's our food. I can't talk. And I'm fucking starving at this point. You know how much food you gotta eat to feed two bears? So the waiter just kept standing there, who got a chicken fried rice? Who got a chicken fried rice? And I can't say shit. I'm just staring at this motherfucker. He's about to leave. I said, I can't let this motherfucker leave. So I had to focus. And I had to override the bears. But when the bears allowed me to speak, they made me stereotype my food. Because the waiter was like, look, one last time, who got a chicken fried rice? I said, I got that motherfucking chicken fried rice. And that's all I said for the next 30 minutes. That's my motherfucking chicken fried rice. My buddy finally came back to the table. He started fucking with me. Gary, how's your food? This some good ass motherfucking chicken fried rice. And I know that food was good. I know it was good. Because I never brought it to my mouth. I went to the table to get it. I thought my fingers was chopsticks. I was killing that shit. I tell you what. Looking back on that day, I'm glad I took those gummies. I'm glad I've continued to take gummies. Because I feel like it's helped me act a little bit, you know? Because, you know, here's the thing. Since it's been established, everybody in here has done it. Isn't it crazy, like when you take a gummy, you think of some of the simplest shit. And you'd be like, why haven't I thought of this before? Better yet, why hadn't anybody else ever thought of this? But I would never risk taking a gummy before I came on stage. Because I can't risk getting stuck again. I'm just staring at you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers are staring at me. You get mad, I ain't telling no jokes. Everybody stands up to leave. And the bears are like, Gary, look at that, you're getting a standing ovation. They love you. Look at that Bay Area love. Damn, I ain't even say shit. Nowadays, it's so weird when women get pregnant because when I was growing up, a woman got pregnant and she announced it and then you didn't hear nothing until the baby was born 9 months later. Now, we're in this age where I don't know who got into our heads, fellas, that we gotta do all this shit for a woman before the baby gets here. And you literally look back on it's all big waste of money. It starts with the gender reveal. These things are getting out of hand. And why does everybody look so shocked when it comes out blue or pink? That was only 2 fucking colors it was gonna be. You act like turquoise or purple was about to pop out that shit. Baby showers are out of control. When I was growing up, a baby shower was at somebody's house. It was in the backyard or inside, depending on the weather. You bought a cake at the grocery store, and most of the food had toothpicks in it. That was it. Now, baby showers, fellas, you gotta rent a venue. You gotta get a DJ, a videographer, a bartender. There's a fucking theme. And then when you see this shit on Instagram, it looks like a goddamn music video. I was watching one baby shower. It started out, the bartender was shaking martinis. He was pouring the shit down the bar. Everybody was moving in slow motion. There was a fog machine. I was like, I ain't ever seen this video. Then the girl came walking out with her belly through the fog. I really like what you've done to me. I go, this a baby shower? And I know you guys have seen these pregnancy photo shoots. These are getting out of hand. So when a woman's like 7, 8 months pregnant, now women they'll get a beautiful dress. They'll cut the belly out. She'll be like in a meadow. There'll be a stream, salmon's jumping, a white horse will run by. And the woman's always holding her belly. She got beautiful makeup on. And the women, they never look at the camera on these pregnancy photo shoots. They're always looking away. It's always some deep-ass caption next to the picture. This is a blessing from God. My heart is officially full. I didn't know I could love like this. This is another level of love. That's not what happened. You got dick down. A dude nutted in you, and now you're pregnant. You weren't in a fucking meadow. A white horse didn't run by. And why are you looking away now? 8 months ago, you was like, dick. 8 months later, this is a blessing from God. My heart is officially full. Yeah, so is that pussy. Can we get like an accurate pregnancy photo shoot, please? Like go to the Courtyard Marriott, get that bottle of Casamigos. Oops. I mean, it was a fun night. That was crazy. I'm pregnant now, though. Who knew? All right, let's do like an inside joke. Like the next time you see one of them pregnancy photo shoots and the girl's making the caption and the picture on Instagram and stuff, comment on it. Be like, girl, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Hashtag DD. She ain't gonna know me, dick down. And then send it to me, tag me, I can repost it. And then she's gonna call you, oh my God, Gary Owen reposted my shit. Girl, that's the algorithms. Look at your baby blessing you already. He ain't even here, I know. My baby got me 82 followers. The latest though, the newest thing, I don't know if you heard of this one. It's called a baby moon. So now, fellas, this is what you're supposed to do. When your woman's 8 months pregnant, you're supposed to take her on a vacation. It's like the last vacation with just you and your woman before the baby gets here. I don't think anything sounds worse than taking a woman 8 months pregnant on a vacation. I don't want to get on a plane, because when I think of vacation, I think somewhere tropical. I'm thinking Hawaii or the Bahamas or something like that. I don't want to get on a plane with a woman 8 months pregnant and go to like the Bahamas, and then we get to the resort, and she's already complaining, my feet hurt, they swollen, this bed don't feel right, this fruit ain't fresh. And you know, fellas, we ain't shit. We just gonna look at her, so you ain't trying to fuck, or you wanna fuck? I mean, the doctor said elevate your feet, let's elevate them, shit. I try to stress this to women, especially, you know, like, look, stop acting stupid when it comes to men. I'm not saying you are stupid, you're smart, you're very smart. Stop acting stupid, acting like you don't know what a man is like. You know what the fuck we're like. So listen, ladies, don't get on a plane with a dude to go somewhere tropical and act like you don't know what the fuck we want when we get to the island. Because here's the problem. A woman will go on a vacation with a dude, it'll be the first trip they take together. And usually, fellas, the first time you take a woman somewhere, you want to splurge a little bit, might get a suite. So then you get to the Bahamas, and, you know, a woman, she gets to the suite, she's really taking the suite in. Oh my God, we got a balcony, we got an ocean view, we got a living room with a couch, we got a jacuzzi. Man, we walk around the same room going, ooh, I'm gonna fuck her on the balcony, I'm gonna fuck her on the couch, I'm gonna fuck her in the jacuzzi. So all I'm saying is, ladies, don't act like you don't know what that's what we want when we get to the resort. Stop acting stupid. And stop like we in the wrong when we looking at you. You know, you looking at us like, come on, let's go get something to eat real quick. I'm full. I had 2 cookies on the plane. I had Biscoff cookies, 2 Biscoff cookies. They fill me up. Biscoff fills me up. Anybody trying to eat, motherfucker? Let's go. There's an hour left. Let's go get some sun real quick. Motherfucker, we here for a week. You got a tan today? So I'm just saying, ladies, as soon as you get to the resort, fuck that dude. Immediately. Don't go to eat. We don't want to eat first. We ain't gonna enjoy it. Just sitting there eating with our hands. You like your food? I bet better salmon. So just know, we want to fuck. As soon as we get there, we want to get off the plane, we want to go to the resort, and we want to fuck. I don't want to go ziplining. I don't want to parasail. I want to fuck immediately. As soon as that bellman leaves the room, you lock the door, you don't unpack, you fuck that dude. Your vacation will go a lot smoother, I'm telling you. You do that to that dude, ladies, we looking at you in a whole new light. Like, damn, you a real one. Make sure your passport's up to date. You about to go on a bunch of trips. Now you start holding out, acting stupid. We looking at you like, fucker, should have taken your ass to Six Flags. What the fuck I got over here for? Could have waited till 4 o'clock, got half off. This is stupid. So, yeah, so just, I'm trying to help. And that's the thing, man. I don't want this to be one-sided. You know, like, fellas, if you got a woman and she is handling her business like she should in the bedroom, you gotta buy her shit. Women like gifts. You gotta buy your woman gifts. I try to tell women all the time now, if you do what you're supposed to do in the bedroom, you'll get whatever you want. A man will go buy a house he can't afford. 19% interest rate. Fuck it, I'll refinance. My baby want a house, she getting a house. Because that's the advantage you got over us, women. You ain't got to buy your man a gift. The fuck? I'm a grown motherfucker, man. I don't want no gift. You ain't got to get a man a gift. Men don't want gifts. Ain't no grown man woke up Christmas morning and ran to the tree. Ooh, wonder what the fuck I got. Give a fuck, I'm a grown motherfucking man. You ain't got to put nothing in our stocking. The fuck you want? When you gonna put a sock that I want? If you get your man a stocking, ladies, every man wants the same thing in his stocking Christmas morning, your mouth. Cut the bottom of the stocking out, put your mouth on that shit, let's stuff that motherfucker. I don't want no Starbucks gift card, but my own goddamn lattes. I can't suck my own dick. And if you married, ladies, you ain't gotta get dad a gift or nothing. We don't need nothing. Wake up Christmas morning, put a bow on that pussy. We gonna wake up, oh my God, you read my list. Hour later, you're in the living room, all the kids are opening up their gifts, there's wrapping paper everywhere. Your son looks over, Dad, you didn't get anything. Your daddy got everything he wanted this Christmas. Don't you worry about your daddy, I'm good. Men don't say shit like that, at least men I know. I don't know a grown man whose woman wants to knock him off, and he's gonna be like, I'm tired. I gotta work tomorrow. Let me tell you something. A man could work a 23-hour shift, get off work at 7 in the morning, gotta be back at work at 8 in the morning. Walks in the house, damn, baby, woo! Just worked a double, both my jobs. I got about an hour, get a little rest, gotta be back at work. Oh, what? I was gonna give you a little pussy this morning. Looks like I'm getting a 45-minute nap then. Let's ride. Shit. Listen, a man can be on death row, headed to the electric chair, shackled up, wrists, ankles. Fuck. I can't believe I'm about to die. I'm about to be dead in 10 minutes. It was good knowing you, boys. I'll see you on the other side. I can't believe I'm about to be dead. Female guard right here. Drops her pants. Come on. Hit this shit before you hit that chair. You got to be shitting me right now. This is happening right now. Ready to go, Warden? Motherfuckers in the chair. Any last words? Appreciate y'all. For real. This motherfucker died with a smile on his face. Obviously, blowjobs are very important in relationships. Obviously. I don't think, everybody's clapping. Here's the thing about blowjobs though. I don't think we put an emphasis on how important blowjobs are to society as a whole, okay? They save lives. No, seriously, ladies, they save lives. Because here's the thing. We're in this age where we're talking about depression and mental health, and then, you know, every couple months we're gonna turn on a television set and some dude's gonna go to his job, shoot it up, kill all his coworkers, and then they're gonna be like, he was depressed, he was dealing with mental health issues. And the only thing that goes through my brain when I see that shit is there's no way that motherfucker got sloppy toppy this morning. Ain't no way a man woke up, he was ready to kill a bunch of motherfuckers. His woman topped him off and he still killed some motherfuckers. It's never happened in the history of man. Dude wakes up, I hate my motherfucking life. I hate my job. I'm killing all you motherfuckers. I'm gonna be all right though. I'm gonna be all right. Today's a better day than yesterday. Man, why was I so tired? I was tripped. That dude woke up. His whole plan was to go shoot up his whole job. Now he's on the way to work calling those same coworkers. I'm at McDonald's. You guys want anything for breakfast? Yeah, they got two McGriddles for $5. I got $30. I'm just gonna get a bunch, 8, 9 of them, okay. And the thing about blowjobs is, and ladies, I don't want you to get upset with me. Don't get mad at the messenger on this. I'm looking around the audience, there's quite a few women in the audience right now, and you can't tell me every woman in this room has the bomb head game. Some of you ladies don't. And I don't know where you're at, but you're in here. And right now, every woman in this room is like, ooh, he ain't talking about me. I might be, I don't know. And I'm only saying that to say this. Ladies, it's very important to start having a discussion with your man and start asking him how your head game is, okay? And don't be mad if he gives you a little constructive criticism. It don't mean he wants you to stop, he just wants you to get better. He don't want to break up, he wants you to get better together. Because I don't care how good you are at it, there's always room for improvement. Nobody's mastered the game. So, because here's the problem, ladies. The only time you ever ask your man how your head game is when you're in the act of doing it. We can't give you an honest response at that point. We ain't about to have you stop to discuss it. You like that? Not your best. So I'm just saying, you gotta start calling your man, like ask him. Don't text him, call him when he ain't expecting it. Like this Tuesday, 1:30. Your dude's at work. Give him a call. He ain't gonna be expecting you. Have to give you an honest response. Just out of nowhere. Ring, ring. Hello? Hi. How's it going? Miss pretty good. I got a conference call in a couple minutes. What's going on, babe? Hey, listen. Real quick, I'm nervous. I got a question real quick. I want to ask you for to take that call. Hey, listen, okay. When I go down on you, okay, I hope you enjoy it, but do you like the tip, the shaft, or the balls the best? Damn, baby, I'm glad you called. Hey, hold my calls, it's family shit. Hey, listen, baby, I'm so happy you asked me this. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love it every time. But I am a tip man. I love the tip, okay? Sometimes you do spend a little too much time on the shaft. This ain't no corn on the cob. You ain't gonna munch on that motherfucker, all right? And then balls is second. I love it when you suck at my balls, baby. You put one ball in, then two balls in. I be looking down at you like, damn, like you a little chipmunk starting my shit for the winner. Now, I'm fine if you want to start on the tip, use the shaft as a slide to get down to the balls. Once you hit those balls, you ain't got to climb back up that motherfucker. Just hop back up on the tip, okay? I'm so glad you called. I can't wait to get home tonight. I can't wait to get home tonight. All right, baby. I do got to take that call, though, baby, okay? So listen, let's just recap before I hang up. You got your notes in your phone? Get it out. Okay, so let's just go over this again. So it's tip 1, balls 2, shaft 3. All right, baby? All right, I got to go. Hey, baby, listen, before you hang up, listen. Fuck with me, love you. I got to go.